I'm adding some French beans to some very heavily salted water. And today we're making
Jennifer Ann's French green bean salad, which has tarragon and zucchini.
and green peppercorns.
Green peppercorns.
Yeah, dried green peppercorns.
Very
And so
cool.
we're just blanching the beans just until they like lose their raw flavor, but they're still crisp.
So really only a minute or so.
Yeah.
The last thing you want is limp beans for this recipe.
It's rare that you want a limp bean.
I've said it once, I'll say it again.
And the thing about blanching beans is that, see how they've gotten already, they're getting bright, but then you can see little raw spots?
Yeah.
And they're all, I mean, you can test them by tasting one or slicing it or whatever, but often when those raw spots, as soon as they disappear, they're ready to go.
You're done.
Yeah, and old recipes will always say do this for 6 minutes.
Ignore them.
Ignore them. It's really like, 1 to 3 minutes.
Yeah. You think we're ready?
I think we're ready.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Jennifer Ann recommends very wisely that you shock these immediately in ice water to stop the cooking. You get the fun job of taking those out
Yes,
in groups of 4.
exactly. You could just drain them, but we kind of like the challenge of chasing the beans around the
Yeah.
pot.
Got
You
one
can
more.
run, but you can't hide, bean.
We gotcha.
Okay.
Those look beautiful.
Yes, they do.
Actually, wait, we need this for the dressing.
Oh,
So we'll leave
okay.
these.
Oops.
We'll leave these drying.
Yep. So we're going to do the dressing. Merrill's going to cut, I'm going to start working on the dressing. Merrill's going to cut the zucchini into
Yes.
julienne.
Yesterday we just basically aimed for strips about the same size as the beans. And I thought that worked nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, and we are going to cut the beans in half. I forgot about that part.
That's, oh, right. These are the green peppercorns. I'm going to just crack them, essentially. You can actually hear them snap. It's nice. Very satisfying. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do
Oh, you need a knife.
I do, thank you. Is I'm going to chop tarragon. This is beautiful tarragon, as you can see. Big, fresh green leaves.
Really is pretty.
Yeah.
Ooh, this zucchini is sweating.
When you chop herbs, you want them to be very dry, because if they're wet, they just start sticking and getting all bruised, and they don't really cut then.
Nothing worse than bruised parsley and cilantro.
There's nothing worse. There's
Nothing. I mean,
nothing,
really.
really.
You surround me with bruised herbs, that would pretty much be,
That would do it for you.
yeah, my form of torture.
Okay.
All right.
So, dressing.
timing.
Mayonnaise.
We're going to start with mayonnaise.
Thank you for holding the bowl.
Oh, you're welcome.
This is a very efficient process. There we go.
Okay. And then we've got some white wine vinegar
Yeah.
and some olive oil. I love this mix of
know.
mayo and olive oil.
I love how that emulsifies instantly.
Yeah.
And then you want to add tarragon.
A little bit of salt.
Yeah. And then not some, but not all of the green peppercorns.
So you just cut the beans in half. They're just easier to eat that way because these are pretty long. You want to put in the zucchini?
Yeah. You want to add the capers, which are, we use salted capers, so we rinse them, drain them, and chop them. Fantastic. So this is the kind of salad that benefits, I think, from about 10 minutes of sitting, so that the dressing kind of soaks in and also softens the zucchini just a little bit.
Yeah, it's really the zucchini that it needs to kind of permeate, which it does really, really well. I was skeptical about the raw zucchini, I'm not going to lie, but it's delicious.
And then you also sprinkle in a little bit more
The green peppercorns.
of the green peppercorns, yep.
Which are nice. They really sneak up on you a little bit. You have a bite of the salad and then all of a sudden you get this little explosion of
Yeah, and they have
spicy pepper.
a more brittle texture than black peppercorn. They're not as soft, and it's kind of a nice little
papery kind of.
Yeah, little crunch you get.
All right.
So here we go.
Gotta eat with your fingers. You took zucchini, I took bean. It's really elegant without being fussy.
It's great. I want to eat grilled lamb with that.
Excellent.
Do I say that every week? I want to eat grilled lamb. And also Jennifer Ann, we should mention, has an excellent couscous salad with raisins and almonds
And fennel.
and orange juice on the site. She has an expertise in salads.
Yes. So thanks, Jennifer Ann, for a great recipe.